Hey everyone! I really enjoyed this week's readings, and I was able to connect with a few of the points from both units. In Unit 8, I initially connected with objectives on page 189. It said to reflect on our own goals as learners. I remember growing up, and even today in classes that we have now, our teachers would ask us what our personal goals are and where we want to be in a few years. I've always had trouble doing this, and I think it's because I do not like to narrow down options and want to believe that I can do everything, not just a few, and I'll overwork myself to make sure and try to fit it all into a schedule. I think that the information on page 196 helped to give me a better insight to what teachers are really looking for or what we should ask for. I think that I can take this information into my own practice and be able to easily apply it. The information speaks about how we are so focused in the beginning of our careers, but are easily distracted after a while because of the high demands of grading, lesson planning, workshops, and service, and the list goes on and on. The author suggests to set aside self-reflection time to observe our practice and regain focus. I think that being mindful is a great tool to utilize if we can just set aside the time to do so. The authors show a couple of examples of self-reflection books that can be created. I think that this can easily become a unit lesson for students to help them remain focused too. I think that this idea of a self-reflection book leads nicely into Unit 9 in developing relationships. Unit 9 asks us to identify and reflect on the people who make us who we are and why are we that way. What was so significant about these relationships to help shape our life or personality? I think that this is very important for us to understand. It may not always be easy, but the more open we are, the better it is to be a better of a student, teacher, friend, or parent that we can be. Furthermore, I enjoyed reading the portion of the unit that included the short story, Choices. I think that we can ask ourselves and our students to reflect upon their lives. We make choices every day, and others' choices may also affect us in the grand scheme of things. Overall, this week's readings left me with a lot of things to think about, and I look forward to hearing others' feedback and seeing what the next readings have in store.